Hare Krishna We were hearing how Nimai was arguing with Murari Gupta and defeating him, and then Murari Gupta joined Nimai's team and accepted Nimai as his tutor. And then, in this way, Sriman Mahaprabhu, he became famous throughout India as the scholar of grammar and a great teacher. And even, did we tell about Keshav Kashmiri? We didn't tell about that. We thought about Keshav. Okay, so he defeated Keshav Kashmiri, and people came from all over India to Navadip to study with Sriman Mahaprabhu. And then Mahaprabhu, he got married first time, Lakshmi Priya. That's a very wonderful description that you can hear sometime, marriage of Mahaprabhu and Lakshmi Priya. And then I'd like to read something to you about how Mahaprabhu, he actually, whilst he was a scholar, even before he became devotee, whilst he was a scholar, he went on tour in Bangladesh because so many people were there in Bengal. Then Bengal was East and West Bengal, all the way from here to Meghalaya, all the way from Bihar to Meghalaya. Meghalaya is way there in the east of Bengal, north now Bangladesh. That area where Murari Gupta appeared there, Srivas Thakur appeared there, Advaita Acharya appeared there, Sivananda Shain appeared there, and Advaita Acharya and Mahaprabhu's father Jagannath Mishra was from there, and mother Jagannath Sachi Mata was from there. So that area is the end of Bengal. So anyway, Mahaprabhu, understanding that so many people from that area of Bengal could not actually arrange to come to Navadip to study, so he decided to take a tour of East Bengal. Would you like to hear a little bit about that? Because what's particularly interesting in that tour of East Bengal is that Mahaprabhu, he actually inaugurated the Sankirtan movement at that time. He inaugurated the Sankirtan movement when he was in East Bengal. Even before he started to display his pastimes as a devotee. Adi Khanda Kata Vaishuni Ekmon Viprarupe Krishna Biharilena Jamon. My dear brothers, hear with attention the topics of Adi Khanda, wherein the pastimes of Krishna in the form of a Brahmin boy are described. Tobi kota din icha Maya Bhagavan Bangladeshe Dhekte Hoilo icha tar. One day, Mahaprabhu suddenly desired to go and see East Bengal. And he departed. All of the devotees were somewhat in lamenting that he was leaving Mayapur, Navadip, and heading on that journey. Hene mate Gauru Shunde Dhire Dide Kota Din Island Padmavati Tire Padma River. Now you'll see in the map that Ganga, she comes from Himalayas all the way across North India, and then she reaches here in Bengal, the place which previously was the Rajdhani of Bengal, this Malda, Gaur. It used to be called Gaur, and now it's called Malda. And there also is Ram Kelly, and Mahaprabhu, he met Rupa and Sanatan at Ram Kelly. That's the place. And at that place, the Ganga actually splits into two. And coming south from there, directly south, because is called Bhagirati Ganga. And what we have here in Mayapur is called Bhagirati Ganga, or sometimes called Adi Ganga. And the story is Bhagirati Maharaj. He brought the Ganga from the celestial realm, from the celestial heavens, the Mundakini Ganga. He brought to this planet so that his ancestors, whose ashes were at Kapil Ashram, which is where the Ganga meets the Bay of Bengal now, this Kapil Ashram. And just next week there's a big mela there. Next week coming, Ganga Sagar Mela, Makar Sankranti, 15th of January. So Bhagirati Maharaj, at that place there at Malda, he turned south, because that's north of now Kolkata. He turned south and bringing Ganga down here. And Ganga was carrying on in the direction which she was flying, which is a southeasterly direction. Because actually she had an interest to unite with the Brahmaputra River. Brahmaputra River is coming from Bhutan, Himalayas in Bhutan, and comes down through this area where Mahaprabhu and Sri Advaita Acharya and Sivananda Sen and Srivas Thakur is northeast Bengal, Brahmaputra, and comes into the center. So he wanted to meet. So Bhagirati was angry and he cursed Ganga Devi at that time. And he said that from this point on, bathing in your waters will not be as purifying as it was prior to this. So Padma river, which flows through Bangladesh, is not considered, because of that, is not considered, even though it's Ganga water, she's coming, the same river, is not considered to be pure Ganga and not considered to be as equally purifying. Rather, Bhagirati Ganga can turn south and comes here through Mayapur, comes down through Mayapur and comes to Kolkata. And this is main Ganga, Bhagirati Ganga. But we'll see that in this situation where Mahaprabhu, he leaves Navadvip and he goes to East Bengal, then at that time he comes to the Padmavati river, and we'll see that because of Mahaprabhu's period of time he spent at the Padmavati river, then because of that association with Mahaprabhu, she became equally as purifying as Ganga. We'll hear about that. Bhagavati, Padmavati, Shaidnin hoite, Jogya hoy, Sharvalo, Pavitra korite. Padmavati became fully spiritualized by the touch of the Lord's lotus feet, and her water was thereafter capable of purifying the entire creation. Mahaprabhu went there. If you go directly east from here, you'll come to Bangladesh. You'll come to Rajshahi, and that is where Padmavati river is. Rajshahi, and just near Rajshahi is Keturi. Keturi is the place where Narottam Das Thakur is from. Keturi, Narottam Das Thakur. We sing so many of his songs. We sang today. So going there, Mahaprabhu actually he left the prema in the Padma river for Narottam. Narottam Das Thakur was not born at the time of Mahaprabhu. He was born next generation. He never saw Mahaprabhu. However, it's interesting that he's an eternal associate. He's an Nitya Siddha, eternal associate. He's one Manjari from Vrindavan.